What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome to another Warframe video. So this one's being recorded pretty late at night. I got a Riven for the new polearm, the Korumm, which is a weapon that you can farm after the new war is completed. It's a polearm, and it's got a special ability where it actually is going to slam. You can slam into the ground to create an electrical proc in an area. I bought this for about 300 plat, and the guy I bought it from rolled it 3 times already. We have about 100,000 Kuva right here. We're going to go in, try to make this thing good. It has a 0.5 Riven disposition, so not exactly the best. And it's a impacts the lowest, with puncture and slash being equally weighted. So I'd like to get a plus slash Riven if possible. Other stats I'd like to get the good old critical damage, range, attack speed. Attack speed does help this thing a lot, as the when you slam the weapon into the ground and create the electrical area, it's actually very slow. So I'm looking for plus slash, plus attack speed would be great, plus range, because it's pretty good for just a basic attack build. As you can see the stats here, 24% crit chance, 2.2 multiplier, and 30% stash chance. Getting plus slash will help get lots of slash procs. Another reason I want to use this weapon is there's a new mod called Boreal's Anguish or something like that, where it's called Boreal's Contempt. Increased melee damage and increased status chance damage, or status effect damage from statuses. So that will make your electric procs do more damage, that'll make your slash procs do more damage. That's why I'm somewhat interested in this with the new Korumm polearm. So let's get it started. We're going to go 100k in, and we'll be commenting on the rolls along the way. Hopefully they're not just all range and cold, which just seems like what I get on these melee Riven rolling videos. Alright, so the first one off the bat, we've got minus slide crit, which is good. Plus damage and grenadier, which is good. Status duration and puncture are not what we're looking for here. So, yeah, they're both bad. We'll just go with the one that has plus slash, because I guess. They were both bad, okay? Leave me alone. Finisher damage, status duration, critical damage. I think the critical damage is better than just having plus puncture on our Riven, so we'll go with that one. Neither of them are keepers, of course. I'm sure you know what a good Riven looks like at this point. Uh-oh, puncture and cold. That's really, really, really bad. If we get anything with plus puncture, that's going to be not good for us. Minus impact, if this thing can get that, minus puncture are going to be our best bets. Because slash is the king. Puncture procs could definitely use a small rework. Another bad one right here with combo duration, additional combo chance, and electric. Ideally, not like to mod this thing for any elementals, but maybe like a pure toxin build could be okay. As we're going with the damage over time, status effect mod being increased. Okay, minus range, finisher damage, crit chance, and status chance. Since the dispo is so low, it's only minus 0.7 range, but still, that's an untakeable negative unless it's a very, very niche situation. Now you might be like, why are you rolling a 0.5 dispo Riven this much? It's because this thing is pretty cool looking. And it's the brand new weapon, so I'm looking to make a video on it with a Riven on it and like a non-Riven build, so this could be pretty useful. Range, infested, cold, minus combo duration, just lots of bad rolls so far. I don't think we've taken any or even seen anything like remotely good, and that's just Riven rolling for you. So anything with plus puncture is an immediate like no. And this thing has decent status chance and it's a decent hybrid weapon, I'd say. So plus puncture. The plus other stats, toxin range, I guess, but 0.7 range is pitiful. This weapon will probably take about a year until the Rivens are usable, because I think it will get some... Ooh, what do we have here? Okay. I think it will get some Riven buffs, as it's like a pretty not exciting weapon. But we have critical chance, attack speed, and cold right here. I do like the attack speed. The crit chance is not too high, but... And the cold... I don't want the cold out of it. It's going to force me to have to run viral, probably. But... Status duration, finisher damage. We're going to go with this one, even though it's not the one I want to keep in the end. We're going to go all the way down to 0 Kuva for this, so hopefully get something better. And this looks... It looked good for a second. We've got infested damage, critical chance at minus slide crit, a good negative. Crit chance is okay. The infested, I do not want plus damage to infested at all, so that's not going to be a take. I value the attack speed higher than that damage infested for sure. So another bad one right there, heavy attack efficiency and damage infested. I don't really do heavy attacks on polearms. If you do, let me know in the comments, because I don't think I've ever done a heavy attack with a polearm, to be honest. Another bad one. Yeah, just not even gonna comment on that one, because let's just move on. Let's move on past that one. It was not a pretty sight. Oh, okay, what we got here? We got something that might be good. Critical damage, heavy attack efficiency, damage to grenadier, minus damage to infested. See, it doesn't have an elemental, which I like. Damage Grenier, one of the factions that are the tankiest. We'll get some decent value out of that with the plus status damage mod. So I'm thinking this one might be better, actually. It also doesn't have cold. The heavy attack efficiency is useless, but yeah, I think we're going to go with this one. Infested is the easiest faction most of the time. And I don't really see myself using this in Infested that much, but we will keep rolling. Attack speed and range with plus status duration. Now, the status duration might not be the worst stat you could possibly get, due to the fact that we are going to be doing a damage over time focused build with this thing, with electric and slash. 0.7 range is nothing, but attack speed and range are a good combination. I kind of want to go with this one. I think they're both bad, but yeah, let's go with this one. Okay, attack speed and range. No elementals, thankfully. I'm just hoping we get something better. That's a terrible one. Infested damage, finisher. Two things that we are not really caring about at all, so we're going to move on past that. Heat damage and infested. Maybe for like an anti-infested gas build that could be good, but that's not what we're going for at all with this with this mod config. It potentially could be okay. Oh, what we got here? Okay, toxin, melee damage, status change minus Grenier. It might look like a good one. It probably is a good one for an anti-corpus build for this thing. But the fact that it's minus damage Grenier makes me kind of questioning it a little bit. So we get our toxin, which would increase. So that might be good with Boreal's Contempt, actually. Specifically against Corpus, but then we cannot really use it against Grenier, unfortunately. Which I do want to use it on Grenier. So increased damage from status effects. I don't really think that Corpus are a problem in the first place. This Riven also is pretty pitiful, though, looking at it. So I'm not sure. I'm going to go with this one for now. I'm hoping we get something better. I really hope I don't regret taking this, because the minus damage Grenier is really, really bad. And then we get a puncture one right off the bat after that. So that's rough. We've got about 10 more rolls of Kuva left in us. And we're getting another puncture roll. Okay, well, I guess the game wants me to just take these puncture rolls. I am not gullible, unfortunately, for the game. And puncture is doo-doo. Now, talking about the anti-corpus setup right here, we got pretty much an ideal roll where we're getting increased toxin, increased stash, and increased corpus damage, but with no negative. And this is a little bit more versatile, I'd say. I don't want an elemental at all on this thing, just because of the slash rating. Also, notice that we have not rolled minus impact or minus puncture at all yet. That might not be possible on this thing. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't think many people have rolled these Rivens yet, to be fair. And we finally got a slash one here. Slash status duration minus finisher. A very good negative. It's got plus slash like I wanted. Status duration, like I said, it could potentially be okay just for a longer damage over time effect on the enemy. But I'm not thinking that we want status duration at all. It's not a stat I'm ever modding for. This is a hard choice. They're both like not ideal, but this one has an elemental that's kind of ruining things. This one just is plus slash, and status duration. I'm going to keep this one for now. Maybe it will be okay for an anti-corpus build, like I said. I'm still holding out for something better. So you can roll minus puncture. We finally got a minus puncture one after all that rolling. And the unfortunate thing is it's just a worse version of the one that we already have with a better negative. So I do kind of want to take this one. But ideally it would actually have good stats besides the minus puncture. Because the minus puncture is the best part of this Riven I'm looking at right here, with a minus 45% puncture. We'll just keep the one we had, and we'll hope for the best on these last couple of rolls. Let's go a little bit faster here. Additional combo count chance, melee damage crit chance. Okay, I think this might be one that we're going to take right here, because this is no elementals. The additional combo count chance, it could be worse. That's technically not like a downside. And the critical chance will give us some more crit chance, and heavy attack efficiency is a completely free negative. We will go with that one. I do wish that it was a little bit better, but that's what we got right now. Initial combo, heat, and melee damage. Just going to pass on that one. This might be the roll that we end up sticking with, guys. Korumm, crit, whatever the heck. Another useless one right there. Potentially for an anti-infested build, these plus infested rolls could be useful. And that's a really bad one right there. I have not seen any impact stats on this. Maybe there was a plus impact when I missed, but I have not seen any minus impact. That minus puncture seems to be one of the best ones we've seen so far. Another infested roll. I have not been keeping track of how many plus infested rolls we've seen, but I want to say it's at least 5 or 6, maybe even 10 at this point. So last 2 rolls, we got a slash infested Grenier one, not exactly ideal. And then we're going to the final roll here. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. There will be a full video on the Korumm coming out pretty soon. And it seems like it's a pretty fun weapon, as we look at our last one being almost a god roll, honestly, with critical damage, range, and slide crit with my status chance, unfortunately. If that was attack speed instead of slide crit, that'd be a great one, and also my status chance is not ideal, as this thing has very high status chance. We're going to just end up sticking with the crit of Visinus and call that a video. So with its stats maxed out, 25% chance to get additional combo count, 88% crit chance, and then the last stat I think was melee damage. So let's just see what the crit chance of the Korumm is going to go to with this Riven on here. And we've also got the Neferi there, which will be in another future video. All right, so I've been messing with this thing a little bit, and let's see what the crit chance. So this is the 0.5 disbone effect. So we go from 24% crit chance to 45. So we get a 21% crit chance increase by running a melee Riven on this thing, and it does give us 78% melee damage, which, you know, technically will give you higher slash procs. Now, it didn't end up being as good as we wanted it to. Like, ideally, would have gotten that last roll we would have gotten there would have been, you know, range, crit damage, slash, or attack speed, and like minus finisher. That would have been ideal. We ended up getting this, which could be worse. I'd say building combo with pole arms can be annoying sometimes, so the additional combo count chance is fine. The melee damage could be better, definitely. But, you know, it's not a bad stat. I'd say pretty much every Riven we saw in that Riven rolling was bad. Even the one we stuck with for a while with the plus Toxin and minus Grenier, that was a bad Riven. I don't take any Rivens with minus Grenier for the most part. So, hey guys, I hope that you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time, and take it easy. Peace.